Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're doing well. I'm finally on with a flip through of my postal themed ephemera folder, which I did as a creative design team project for Tracie Fox a month or two ago. So I have filled it up with goodies, and when you see this, the recipient would have got it now. So it's safe for me to show it. Yes, I meant to have it done a while back, but I was so busy with other projects, it's taken me a while to get it done. So I have used for this one Tracie's vintage postal dispatch kit. Yeah, which is available in her Etsy, which is Love Junk Journals. And I absolutely love this kit. So there are videos. I've done a video on a couple of the embellishments that I've got in it, and I also did a video on the construction of the cover. If you're interested, I will link those down below. Now, yes, I've filled it up. It's getting sent off. It should be with the recipient now. There are a couple of subtle hints on it as to who the recipient is. Yeah, so here it is anyway. So this is what I assume would be the front. I tried to sort of make it a bit like an envelope, but yeah, so it's to the boss Fox, so that might be a bit of a subtle hint as to who it's heading off to. It's going to take a little while to get there. So I've just used lots of the ephemera pieces from the kit to decorate the background, a bit of stamping, some postage stamps. I've used a lot of postage stamps in here. And I just cut the stamp that was on the kit and put that on there as well. I have used some of this material to do the closures, and I sewed them on, but I also used these little, don't know what you call them. They're not eyelets, but yeah, those things. Because I liked the colour of them, they're a blue, just to decorate a bit. And I've sewn around most parts. So this is what you'd say is the back, and I've attached the two signature pieces with some elastic there and some eyelets. So it is like that, and I've got some tags here on the front, and it says that it's a Marvellous Mojo mustering pack, so for when you've lost your mojo. So just made those tags and attached them with the ball chain. So I used buckles to close it. Again, I've just stamped my name on there for the from. I've used some of my postmarks. I've got a pile of postmarks that I picked up from a stamp collector at one stage. I did go over the cover pieces and most of the ephemera pieces, not all of them, with matte medium, just to make it a bit easier to keep dusted and make it a bit sturdier on the outside. So you can just undo these. Again, I've used these little bits. So it's a subtle hint right there who it's going to, so many of you will recognise that. So in this part here, you can turn the little arrow and then open this up. Now, I got this pocket idea from the lovely Tracie Fox. She did do a folio with this kit herself, and she made some flip-out pockets by putting two of her kit pockets together, and I thought, oh, what a great idea. I'd never done that before. So I've utilised that idea here to make it a flip-out pocket. And in there is the journal card that I made in my first video that I did making ephemera for this. So I've just done some layering with this and a little bit of heat embossing there, and I've put a little window in it with one of my postage stamps. So that sits in there in the pocket, not behind it. Was that in the pocket? Hard to tell. It is now. And then you can write behind there, a little hidden writing spot. And then you can just close it off with the arrow. So on this piece, it's got this photo slide bit that was in the kit. So I've just cut the window out of that. Oh, that was one of the pockets, that's right. Yeah, cut the window out of that. So I fit this little slide in and you can see through. And it's just got writing spot in the back as well. And it's attached with a chain and got this little star that I got from some broken jewellery. So it just slips in there carefully. I'm really bad at getting this in straight. There. Can go in a bit further, I think, but that will do. And then we open it up. So I've just done, I don't know if you'd even call it collaging, but I've stuck some stamps and ephemera pieces on most of the pages. I didn't want too much bulk here, so that's pretty plain. Then we open that up and we have this. So I'll take this. This is one of her paper clip slips that I've put on. So we've got a tag in here. This is a copy of a photo I have here. Of it looks like a post office. It's got like the clock on it and everything. And the back can be journaled on. And then this little picture here, I think I got that from I don't think that's a kit piece. I think that was out of a book that I have here, and I've made that a little tuck spot. And I've just put 2 of my faux stamps in there. And then it says notes there, which is pretty cool. And you can just flip that up. And on the back of that is another one of the slides from the kit. I've stuck a couple of tickets in there. And it's just got an acetate window there to make a little pocket out of that slide. So it slips in there. Then I've got a little scrappy notepad here, which I've just used off cuts of my ledgers to add some writing space. And you can write at the back of that as well. So the paper clip holds this shut so it doesn't flap around too much. And then behind this here is a pocket. And in there I've just got a game card, a vintage game card, and a picture of a general post office in Sydney. And that's just a journaling card that I made. So they slip behind here. And that closes, and then you put the paper clip on there. And then this lifts up. And under here, this is a tuck spot there. I've just put one of my envelopes in there. I've filled it up with ephemera bits here and there that Tracie can use if she likes. Then we've got our stacked pockets that you would have seen me make when I made the cover. And I filled them up with some collector cards, cigarette cards, game cards. These are all different game cards. Community chestnut, Monopoly money. I've got a vintage, or is it antique? Anyway, it's a telegram, air letter, aerogram, that's the one. It goes in this pocket. Oh, I knew I shouldn't take things out because then I've got to get them back in, and that can be hard. There. Monopoly money, then some more of my postmarks that I've got a good collection of. And then we've got this cover. So this is the little tuck spot here with this little tag. And And then that's one of my journal plates that I've made in a video previously. This is a tuck spot which I've put some vintage tickets under. And this star's a tuck spot which I've put vintage tickets in as well. So then we open that up and we have this tuck spot. Well, this is like a pocket, and it's got a tuck spot here with some more vintage tickets. And then I've put some ephemera in, and there's writing space there. So here's one of my swing tags. I made a different type of these that I've showed before, but it can swing all the way around. And there's a writing spot on the back of that. And it's got, from Tracie's kit, it's got one of the tabs. Now it doesn't want to go in. Yeah, must be a tight fit. And then a couple of these cards. I got these from Witchcraft Do You Do. Same with this. I thought I would share some around. So they just slip into this pocket. Like that. And then I made a naked journal. So it's got Stamp Monthly magazine page, it's got ledgers, it's got your stamp album paper. This is from the Stamp Monthly. It's got some of your tissue paper that goes between your stamp album pages. More ledger, stamp album. I think this is the cover of a stamp album or something. It's very vintage. I think stamp catalogue from the 50s, I think it is. So just lots of writing space, really, with a few interesting pages. I have sewn the journal together, but then I've inserted it with the elastic so it can be removed to be used. And then we've got another pocket at the back of it. Now this one, you can take the paper clip off and flick it open, and it has two of the little pockets from the kit and two of the little tags. Just go in there. I've added some of my, this is vintage circus envelopes or ephemera. That's a card, and that is an envelope. One of our circuses here in Australia closed down, and we're getting rid of a whole lot of stuff, so I've got some of that. Put them in straight. Writing spot there. Just hold that shut like that. On the other side, I've got a tuck spot, another one of my envelopes, and did some stamping and a stamp. And then we've got an ephemera folder here that I've just stuck. Is that a tuck spot? I think that's a tuck spot. Might have to put something in there. Don't know why there's not anything in there. Could put that in there. Yeah, that looks good. Anyway, tuck spot there. It's pretty plain otherwise. Put that in there. And then I have filled this up with postage stamps. I think they're mostly Australian. There's a couple of other ones there with the Queens and that. So lots of stamps to play with. Writing space. Then I've got my other stacked pockets here. I've got some of my stamped ephemera bits there. I've got some airmail labels, more postmarks, just some game cards and that there. Then I've got a pocket here which holds a couple of vintage envelopes. Slip them back in carefully. Then it's a pocket here with this picture that I got out of a book. Now on most of these pages I have embellished with stamping and postmarks and stamps and that sort of thing. There's another envelope there. And then the tag that I also showed how I made on a previous video. So it's just got an acetate flap that I've stamped on, but you can lift that up and right underneath. And it tucks into that little tuck spot there. That slips in there. Now, so that shuts like that. Yeah. Is that right? No, and that shuts like that. And that goes over there. And we've seen all of that. So I think that is it. So that is my Postal Ephemera Folio that I'll be sending off. It's my mojo mustering pack for when you lose your mojo. We all need one of these sometimes, don't we? And I just do these up. So I had so much fun making this. I love this kit. Yeah, just heaps and heaps of fun. So I'll be packing this up now and sending it off. Really happy to have it done. So thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves and I will see you again soon. Bye.